Imagine walking out your front door to find a smug HOA busybody slapping a reserved notice on your family's cherished cabin, declaring it hers for a 100-guest blowout bash. Now picture her face when the whole neighborhood watches her empire of petty rules crumble like a cheap lawn ornament in a storm. In the sleepy suburb of Willow Creek, Ohio, where manicured lawns hit a minefield of ridiculous restrictions, Alex Thompson had carved out a quiet life in his grandfather's old cabin, tucked at the edge of the lake. It wasn't just wood and stone, it was where Alex's late mom had taught him to fish, where family secrets were whispered by the crackling fire. But peace was an illusion here, shattered when Brenda Hargrove, the self-appointed HOA queen, decided his haven was prime real estate for her ego. Brenda, with her perfectly coiffed bob and clipboard eternally clutched like a scepter, ruled with a velvet glove over an iron fist. Community standards, she'd coo at meetings, while fining folks for bird feeders that clashed with her color scheme. Alex, a quiet software developer who fixed bugs for a living, had seen her type before, bullies who hid behind bylaws. He'd heard the whispers, that Thompson guy's a recluse, probably hiding something shady in that old shack. He let them talk, sipping his coffee on the porch, eyes sharp behind his glasses, filing away every absurdity like code in a database. Brenda's campaign started innocently enough. Or so it seemed. One crisp autumn morning, she marched up Alex's gravel drive, heels clicking like Judgment Day, flanked by a jittery handyman named Ted who'd clearly been drafted for show. "Mr. Thompson," she trilled, thrusting a crisp letter at him like it was a royal decree. "Your cabin is now designated for the annual HOA retreat. Capacity, 100 guests. We'll need access for setup. Failure to comply incurs fine starting at $500. Alex took the paper, scanning it without a flicker. "Interesting," he said flatly, folding it neatly. "Last I checked, this place predates your HOA by 4 decades. It's not yours to book like a cheap motel." Brenda's smile froze, her eyes narrowing just a hair. "Oh, Alex, dear. It's for the greater good. Think of the community bonding." Ted shifted awkwardly, pretending to inspect a loose fence post. Alex didn't budge. "Bonding over what? Trampling my mom's rose garden?" Brenda huffed, her voice dripping faux sympathy. "Standards must be upheld. We'll discuss this at the next meeting." As she turned, she muttered to Ted loud enough for Alex to hear. "Some people just don't get neighborhood spirit, probably why he's always alone." Alex watched her go, the rumor mill already churning in his mind. By evening, his phone buzzed with texts from neighbors. "Heard you're fighting the retreat. Selfish much?" He didn't reply. But inside, the code was compiling. Patience would be his debug tool. The whispers turned to shouts faster than Alex expected. The next day, he strolled to the community bulletin board by the lake, where joggers and dog walkers congregated like it was the town square. Pinned front and center was a glossy flyer, "Exclusive HOA retreat at the Thompson cabin. Historic charm meets modern unity, fireplace seating for all." It even featured a cartoon sketch of his stone hearth, as if Brenda had photoshopped her victory. Neighbors clustered around, murmuring. "About time that eyesore got some use," one said, glancing at Alex with pity. "Brenda says it's basically community property now, why is he hoarding it?" Alex snapped photos discreetly, noting the flyer's fine print, "Reserved per HOA directive." He overheard Mrs. Patel, usually friendly, whisper to her husband, "I bet he's got something to hide in there. No family visits ever." The words stung, twisting the knife on old grief. His mom's death had left him guarded. Not shady. But Alex kept his cool. Wandering the pier where waves lapped mockingly. Community property. Huh, he muttered to himself. That night, as he sat by the fire, flames dancing over stones his grandfather had laid, he pulled up the HOA bylaws on his laptop. Section 2.7, facilities must be formally deeded to the association. His cabin's deed? 1958 original. No transfer ever. Brenda was bluffing on borrowed authority. And her overreach was hilarious in its absurdity, like a mall cop claiming the White House. He saved the docks. Smirking at the irony, a woman obsessed with order was building her throne on chaos. Escalation hit like a bad update. A week later, Alex woke to the rumble of trucks in his drive, 2 landscaping crews. Tools gleaming. Directed by Brenda herself. She stood there in yoga pants and a visor, barking orders. Morning. Alex. We're beautifying for the retreat. Your hedges are non-compliant, too wild. The crew hesitated. One guy mumbling. Ma'am. Is this cleared? Brenda waved her clipboard. Of course. Community enhancement clause. Chop chop. Alex stepped out. Phone in hand. Brenda. This is trespassing. My property. My hedges. Her laugh was brittle. Oh. Honey. It's for everyone's benefit. You wouldn't want fines piling up. Would you? $200 a day for unkempt grounds. Alex hit record. Voice steady. Brenda Hargrove. HOA president. Ordering unauthorized work on private land. Smile for the camera. The crew froze. Tools dropping. Brenda's face twisted, first smug. Then flushed. You think a video scares me? This is progress. But the lead landscaper shook his head. We don't do disputes. Lady. They packed up, leaving ruts in the gravel. Brenda spun on Alex. You'll regret this. You loner. The neighborhood knows you're the problem. As she stormed off, Alex uploaded the clip anonymously to the community Facebook group. Comments flooded. Is she for real? LOL. Her face when he said smile. But Brenda fought back. Posting, disruptive resident obstructing unity, fines incoming. Alex watched the likes pour in on her post. But noticed cracks, a few thumbs down. Private messages from neighbors like, hang in there. Man. He dug deeper. Reaching out to board member Carla Ruiz, who'd fidgeted at the last meeting. Over coffee at a neutral diner. She confessed. Eyes darting. Brenda's been rubber stamping decisions alone. No real votes. She's terrified of losing control, her husband's business tanked. And this is her power trip. Carla's hands shook. I should have spoken up. Alex nodded. You still can. Back home. He compiled a digital dossier, deeds. Bylaws. Falsified minutes pulled from public records. Brenda's empire was a house of cards. And he was the wind-gathering force. The storm brewed thicker. Brenda doubled down. Emailing the neighborhood, Thompson Cabin Retreat, final plans. Ignore the naysayers, unity prevails. Attached were mock-ups of tents on his lawn. His fireplace labeled VIP Lounge. Alex's inbox filled with CC'd complaints, why fight it? Brenda's just keeping things nice. At the grocery store. Old Mr. Ellis cornered him. Son. She's saying you're unstable, grieving too long. Maybe? Alex forced a smile. Grieving? Or just not bending to her whims? That night. Another intrusion, a compliance inspector, Brenda's nephew, It turned out, knocked. Demanding interior photos. For safety, he smirked. Alex barred the door. Safety? Or snooping? The kid backed off. But Brenda's retaliation hit hard, a $1,000 fine notice for obstructing association progress. Alex paid nothing. Instead visiting the county clerk's office. The fluorescent-lit room smelled of stale coffee and bureaucracy. Need certified copies, he told the clerk. Sliding over his requests. She stamped the deeds. Confirming no HOA claim. These minutes? Look forged, no cosigns. Alex walked out with a folder thick as a brick. Evidence gleaming. He looped in Carla, meeting next week. Back me? She hesitated. Then whispered. Yes. She's gone too far, treating us like subjects. Alex rehearsed his reveal. Imagining Brenda's pious facade cracking. The moxie of it all made him chuckle darkly, a control freak losing grip. One petty overstep at a time. The board meeting hall buzzed like a hornet's nest. Chairs crammed with neighbors drawn by Brenda's hype. She sat center stage. Banner behind her proclaiming Thompson Cabin, our shared legacy. Her opening speech used honeyed venom. Friends. Our retreat will foster the bonds we cherish. Sadly. One resident resists, Mr. Thompson. Whose non-compliance fines now top $2,500. But rules protect us all. Scattered claps. But Alex rose. Folder in hand. Heart pounding but voice iron. Brenda's sold you a fairy tale. This cabin? Deeded 1958. Pre-HOA. No transfer. No claim. He held up the certified page. Seal shining. Gasps rippled. Brenda interjected. Voice shrill. Irrelevant. It's for the community. Alex flipped to bylaws. Your own rules say facilities need majority deed over. Where's yours? Nowhere. Murmurs grew. Then the kill shot, in these minutes? Brenda's solo signatures, no votes. She's been queen without a crown. The room erupted. What? Fraud. Brenda slammed her fist. Lies. He's bitter and alone. But Carla stood. Trembling. No. It's true. I was there, she bypassed us. Enough's enough. Neighbors surged. Phones out. Filming Brenda's face contorting from smug to scarlet fury. This is mutiny, she shrieked. But the chair banged his gavel. Motion to void the retreat and remove President Hargrove. Votes poured in, eye after eye. Brenda sat stunned. Clipboard clattering to the floor. Her kids in the back averting eyes as the crowd cheered. Alex closed his folder with a snap. The sound cutting through the chaos like Justice's gavel. The fallout hit like sweet revenge. By morning, Brenda's banner was torn down. Her fines reversed. Her presidency revoked. The neighborhood chat exploded with memes of her smile for the camera moment. Her overblown ego now punchline fodder. Alex filed the evidence with the county, ensuring she'd never hold office again. Neighbors stopped by his cabin with apologies and baked goods. We believed her BS, sorry. Man. Carla took over interim, promising real votes. No more clipboard tyranny. Alex sat by the fire that night. Flames warming the stones that had outlasted bullies before. The cabin stood. A testament to quiet defiance over loud bluster. Brenda? Last seen packing her visor into a moving van. Muttering about ungrateful peasants. The air in Willow Creek felt lighter. Rules now sensible. Not suffocating. Alex smiled at the irony. A woman who preached order had sown her own disorder. And the community bloomed in the wreckage. But here's the twist that lingers. Was Brenda the real villain? Or just a product of a system that lets petty tyrants thrive unchecked? You tell me, was Alex right to dismantle her? Or should he have let the greater good slide?